Doing shocks on a Buick Enclave. Pretty simple, as long as none of the bolts are frozen up. So that's what we're about to see. We got a 7/8 or a 22 millimeter on the lug nuts. Get your tire off. We got a 15 millimeter over here, 18 millimeter on the left side of the top. We've got, what we got here? 21 on the bottom. Let's see if she goes. Well, the bolt's coming out, but it's taking the shock with it. So let's see what's going on at the top. Maybe we should loosen the top first. Let's see if we can fit the impact in here. We got the brake hose in the way. Let's see what we can do with an extender here. I think we can get that short extender in there. We gotta be nice and straight on this. All right, that bolt's coming out. That's good, that's good. Drop my nut. We got the old traffic going by. No big deal, right? Now we gotta get that bolt out of there. Now we got the pressure coming down. We wanna support it with a jack to just make things easier if we did that. Yeah, let's get the jack out. We'll use the... Ooh, I don't know if I can get the stand underneath there. This is a pretty tall vehicle. We'll go with the floor jack. Grabbing her right now. Just gonna alleviate some of that pressure there. Just a little bit. There we go. Now we can slide our bolt out easily. Nut before we lose it on the floor. Long bolt. Sometimes they seize in there. That's no good. You got to use heat or something to get them out. It can become a pain. Or you got to disconnect where it's bolted, the towers, and you know, get a new bolt. Something like that. Now this bottom one is free. Here we got washers. Make sure you put your washers back where they go. Little pry bar to get that guy out of there. Just stick a pry in it. There we go. Shock's out. No freezing up on this one, so no problems. Good stuff. This whole control arm will come down on you. That's why we need the jack. And good idea to grease these bolts before you put them in. If you ever need to change them in the future, that'll keep them from freezing up. I don't put any grease on these from the factory. And that causes a lot of problems for mechanics because the bolts freeze up in the salt belt, man. There we go. Nice and greasy. this is real tight. Probably have to grab a hammer. Give it a few taps. All right, hammers in hand. Put that down. Just a few gentle taps. Now we got to go upwards a little. We got to spin the shock at the bottom so it's lined up where it should be. Just nice gentle taps. And we're almost where we need to be. Look through the hole. A little further up. Pretty close. This brake hose. There we go, got the brake hose around it. Bada boom, that guy's through. Put our nut on the end. Let's get that bottom one lined up. Put some grease on this bolt too. We got our shock is a little different. There we go. I got it the wrong way. I got to spin this shock now. There's like a kind of like a cone, and that goes into the control arm, and the flat side is the side that gets the bolt and washer. I got to bring my jack down just a hair. That was a little too far. Back up. There we go. Perfect position. And we got a washer on the inside and a nut. Not bad shocks to do at all. Get this grease off my hands. Now we're going to tighten everything back up. So what do we have? The 18 up there and the 15. We'll go to forward. Nice and tight. We got our, what is this, 21 nut back here. 21 socket. Forward, nice, get her nice and tight. All right, there's one shock done. Just gonna repeat the same process on the other side. We're good to go.